come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready, baby, that's me. I wanna tell the truth, man. I wanna tell the truth.
I'm Faith McKinney with ICIndyMag.com, and I'm here at the Holy Angels Catholic School at the NAACP Youth Reality Summit. And it's a beautiful day, and I also have a correspondent with me, Miss Ashley Matthews. She's our guest correspondent, and she's going to do some interviews too. You gonna take over my job?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, Ashley, thank you so much for joining us. Now, how did you get involved in the NAACP Youth Summit, or how did you find out, or is this your first time?
This is my first time doing this, and I hope it goes well.
So what are you looking forward to hearing?
More about how to start my own business and my career in the future and all of that stuff.
Well, great. I think there's going to be some really great information. So, follow me. I'm here with Alenia Moore. She is the youth advisor for the Indianapolis chapter of the NAACP, and she is the organizer of this Youth Reality Summit here at Holy Angels. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm fantastic. How do you bridge the information in our community?
Well, really, I try to, knowing that I come from the juvenile center, I've worked at the juvenile center, I work at the public schools, I'm a mentor, so with all of the things that I do, I try to think of creative ways to bring them in. So, for instance, one of the NAACP's key issue is criminal justice. So breaking it down to their level and talk about guns and gangs. So just breaking it down to the level to where they can understand it, but they're also getting the message also.
So does that work for all kids?
Well, we just, it doesn't work for all kids, but we do always open it up to the public, open it up to the kids to come out. Like, for instance, today it was a free event. You know, we provide them with food, great information. So really just trying to go to different areas and just reach out to them, because if we don't reach out, go to where they're at, we don't know, you know, where they're going to end up at. So we just try to reach out to different people and just break it down and just try as much as possible, because as you stated, their parents may not know and different things like that. And this was way before they was born, way before I was born. So just trying to break it down and just reach as many as possible and hope that they can reach back to their peers.
All right, so for the future, what future events do you have that our audience can participate in and get knowledge about the NAACP?
Well, actually, with our Youth Works Committee for any adult, we meet the third Wednesday of the month at 6:30. You can call the NAACP office, or you can send the email. It's youthworks with an S at NAACP.com. And or if you want, you can contact me personally. We'll make sure we get the information out there. We have the website. Just contact our office and ask how you can get any youth involved. And for any youth, if they want to be a part of it, they can just, you know, do the same thing, call the offices, and we're going to try to do different youth events, because we got to do a lot of different things. The next thing we're going to be doing, it will be around December, so if we have anybody that want to help out, we'll encourage them to do so.
All right. Thank you so much, Aline.
Greetings all. My name is LaShawn, and I am a personal trainer, and I also do Group X exercise, which Group X means is I teach classes. I have strength and endurance classes that I do, and I also do an ab class, which we just focus nothing but on your abs. So we're just kind of go around, and if you can just introduce yourself. Again, my name is LaShawn. What's your name? Anijah. Toriana. Tariana. All right. What's your, Tyler? Kayla. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't hear. Allison. What's your name, son? And that is Rashid. What's your name?
A lot of obesity.
Right.
And that's right.
Diabetes is caused by not eating right, high blood pressure, all of those things, and it starts at the youth age. It doesn't.
And I'm here with LaShawn Smith of Smitty's Total Fitness on the Move here at the Youth Summit. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. Now, fitness, that kind of gives me a clue about what you were speaking about. Can you tell me some of the topics that you raised with the kids here at the Youth Summit?
We talked about total fitness, what total fitness, health and fitness, what it means, and it means just not just being skinny, but it also means, you know, to be fit, to be healthy. That's the number one goal, is to be healthy, and not so much focusing on being skinny and things of that nature, but total fitness, health.
So how did you get to be involved in the in this youth summit, the NAACP Youth Summit?
Through Alania Moore. We've done some modeling together, and she contacted me and asked me would I come and speak to the youth about fitness.
Okay, so if anybody's interested in your company in fitness, how can we get in touch with you?
By way of email or our phone number. My email address is Smitty's Total Fitness on the Move at gmail.com. My phone number is 317-496-7696.
All right. Well, congratulations. Thank you. Follow me.
Important. And these artists today, they have to be held accountable for what they feeding you all, because now it's not like you could go sneak off and you can't just go sneak off and listen to something anymore. It's right in your face. So when you feel a certain way about a song, it kind of reflects on what the music is and what that artist is thinking. So I wanted to be able to let you all know that be careful with what you all listen to. And if you do listen to it, listen to more than just the beat. Listen to the words. And figure out whether or not that's something that you want to be the soundtrack to your life.
In 1985, there weren't any examples of interior designers that I could think of, but I knew that's what I wanted to do. But when my father said, I'm not going to pay for you to go to college to be an interior designer, there's no value in it, because they didn't have that then. Okay, there weren't any black interior designers. I didn't know about them. But now, has anybody ever heard of HGTV, DIY Network? That's all interior design. So
I'm traveling the path for the road less chose. Lyrically loaded, spiritually bold, while traveling the path for the road less chose. See a whole lot of broken hearts made whole when exposed to the truth of the story less told. I ask them if they alive, they like maybe yes, no. So I point them to the river like baby, let's go. Recognize life as the story unfold. Make them open up their eyes, get a crystal clear view.
I'm here with Percy Bland with the Wise Guys at the Youth Reality Summit. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I'm great. Now, what was your role here at the Youth Reality Summit?
Well, I came primarily to do some spoken word poetry for some of the children to kind of raise their awareness of the leadership opportunities and the need for them to kind of incorporate leadership characteristics and be the dominant influence in their schools. So kind of to embrace some of the community assets, some of the people who are really out there trying to give them things that they will need in order for them to lead their community. So.
Now, I know you have a background with working with youth. Can you expand on that?
Well, I'm currently employed for the Marion County Juvenile Detention Center, and I run a program with 5 of my counterparts called the Wise Guys. And right now we're primarily getting into the schools, doing some curriculum work, and doing some basically some empowerment and leadership training. But again, to go into the schools where it's needed most, especially into the impoverished communities and some of the IPS schools. I mean, it's no secret some of the stuff that they're going through right now. So just really to develop strategies and carry those strategies. The Wise Guys as an organization have been committed to being doers. You know, there's nothing wrong with formulating strategies, but we are an organization that's committed to taking those strategies and having some type of, successive action. So we're just doing trying to do whatever it takes to get into the schools and carry that message of leadership, of intellectual excellence and educational, expertise, so to speak. So
That is exciting. Thank you so much.
yes, ma'am, absolutely.
I'm Faith McKinney. Follow me.
Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Matthews, and I'm here with one of the speakers for Youth Reality Summit. Good afternoon, Faith.
Good afternoon, Ashley. How are you?
Good.
Doing a fine job.
What's your main message for the youth?
Well, my main message for the youth here at the NAACP Youth Summit is entrepreneurship, young entrepreneurship. And I think what I'm going to speak about is the beginning stages of entrepreneurship, which is the conceptual stage, when you have the first idea that you want to start a business, to hold on to that dream. Hold on to your dream no matter what.
Okay. What are your tips on creating your own business?
Well, since the economic crisis of 2008, things have changed and jobs have changed, descriptions have changed. So my number one tip is to create your own job description. There may not be a word or a name yet for what you want to do, but create your own, so that it incorporates all of the things that you love, so that you'll want to go to work every day and it won't be a job.
Thank you. Those are the tips from Faith McKinney.
Hello everyone, my name is Tony Williams, and the reason I'm in my vehicle, because at the age of 15 on the west side of Chicago, I'll let you know, actually, he didn't invent that. I apologize. On the west side of Chicago, March 27, 1973, I got shot by a sniper in the back. Hit my shoulder blade, hit the bone, went to my spinal cord. Just like that, I lost the use of my legs. Something that you probably got up and went to the bathroom, came out 5 minutes later, had a big smile on your face. Felt good, didn't it? You don't have to be embarrassed about that. Everybody doing it, they say, what do you think, Master P got that look from? We doing this. But don't take it for granted, because out of spinal cord injury, you ain't getting up and going when you want to go. You go when your body says you have to go. And so what I do for since 1979, I've been a motivational speaker for young people, talk to them about staying out of the game, staying in school, analyze, dissect, learn how to read, make up your own minds, don't make the same mistakes that I made playing follow the leader, because out of 15 people, I'm the only one got hit. I got hit with the first bullet, 22 caliber rifle bullet. When it leaves the chamber, it don't care who it hits, it's going to hit who it's aimed at. So after I got hit, I hit the concrete, and it's like slow motion, or it's like the Matrix, when he's moving slowly like that, and it felt like it would take forever to hit the ground, but I hit the ground just like that. And as I hit the ground, there was 2 more shots hit the ground next to me. And your partners, your homies, your road dogs, your buddies always got your back. They was running around the corner like they was in one big track meet. And they didn't know I had got shot. They left. And I had to console them when they came to visit me in the hospital, because they felt bad because I was with them. And I said, man, don't feel like that, because the cold of the streets, if you hear what you think is a shot, you don't, who's doing that? You don't do that. You put your head down, your butt up, and you get into the wind, you look. So for 2 weeks, they visited me, and then they went back to their own lifestyle. They couldn't really deal with me being in the hospital with tubes in my nose and learning how to go to the bathroom all over again. They couldn't deal with that. That's what they say. I understood that. A lot of people think that when you get a shot and you lose your legs, that's it. I dealt with a suicide. I tried suicide when I was 17. I thought that would be the way out. It was self-centered, it was selfish. I wasn't thinking about my mother, I wasn't thinking about my family. They pumped my stomach, and I looked up in the hospital, and I saw the lights, and first thing that I heard was my mother, my cousin, my auntie asked me, what did we do to you? Why? Why did you try to kill yourself? Don't you love us? And it hit me like a ton of bricks, because I wasn't thinking about them. All I was thinking about is that the fact that after I wrote that note, Mama, I can't take this pain no more. I'm sorry, I love you. that I was going to sleep away and I wouldn't wake up no more. That's what I was hoping for. And then when they asked me that, I felt real bad. I stopped around and said, I'm sorry, I will never try to do it again. That's when I was 17. 2 years later, I was on the front page of the Sun-Times, of the Chicago Sun-Times, as a wannabe basketball player. My dream was to grow up to be a Chicago Bulls. I didn't make it to the NBA on my feet, but I made it NBA in a wheelchair.
And I'm here with motivational speaker and wheelchair basketball player Tony Williams. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great.
Good. Now, Mr. Williams, what is your role here at the Youth Summit for the NAACP Youth Summit?
I'm here to share my story, share my testimony of how I got shot in the gang. Being a gang member and getting shot by a sniper in Chicago at the age of 15. I hope to someone might take a lesson from what happened to me, and they won't make the same mistakes that I made by playing follow the leader. And just giving them the opportunity to ask why, who, and where, and when, and tell them reason I don't say hallelujah to Larry Hoover.
Well, that's great. Now, you are in a wheelchair, and because of your injuries for being shot. What kind of impact has this made for young people that you speak with? What have you noticed? What kind of changes in behavior have you noticed as a result of your speaking?
Well, when I come into say like a gym setting at a school, it depends on the age group. If they're kids in elementary, first of all, they want to know why. And if the kids and the teenagers, they want to know, well, what's wrong with you? Why you can't, get up and walk and like us. And then when I talk to them about things that I'm not supposed to know about, it's like the sets of the gangs that they deal with every day, and I tell them about the history of the gangs and when they songs that they hear, and I tell them, how many of you all have heard the song by Rick Ross saying "Hallelujah" to Larry Hoover, and everybody raised their hands. Who knows who is Larry Hoover? And most of them, put their hand down. They don't know because he's been in prisons, ever since I was young. And but his statue for the street cred has grown to the point that he's been idolized much more than Jesus Christ. And so I have to deal with that. And I'm just dispelling the myths that the streets don't love you. The streets won't do nothing but put you in a wheelchair, or kill you, or put you in jail, in prison. And I don't want them to go through that, unnecessarily. So. Wow.
So. Thank you so much for being here and speaking to our youth, because it's such an important message. Okay, so you have a book.
That's why I wrote the book, because the kids at the high school suggested that I write it, and it's called Peace in My Dreams, and it's about what I talk to the kids about after a spinal cord injury, what you have to go through, the physical, the emotional, the stress you go through, the anxious moments, and you want to die, you think about suicide, and all the things that people don't really know about or talk about, because it's out of sight, out of mind. They hear about it on the TV or radio, and long as it doesn't happen to me, they feel sorry for the person. But whenever that happens, that's when they call me. The doctors and nurses call me. So I wrote about it so the kids can know not to take their body for granted, not to take what they can do for granted, because you can be up one day and down the next day.
Is there a website that people can go to purchase your book?
PopularTruthPublishing.com.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Williams. I'm Faith McKinney. Follow me. And I'm here with Shay Roddy of Ladies Under Construction here at the Youth Summit. Now, Shay, how are you today?
I am wonderful. Thank you. Very excited.
So you were one of the facilitators here, and your topic was reality. Now, can you share with the audience what you spoke with the children about?
Well, basically, what I did is I tried to incorporate the ways of music and entertainment and the reality of that and I just blended it in with reality and real life situations, because I'm also a hip hop artist in the city. So I just wanted to showcase that if you're going to follow these type of artists and you're going to listen to this type of music, we as artists, we have to be held accountable for what we say, because the youth are listening and they are paying attention. So I just wanted to be able to kind of let children know, let the youth know to beat to their own drum, and if they're going to listen to these artists, they need to not only just focus on what they're putting out there, but what they're saying, because that is going to affect the way you think. That's going to affect the way you do perceive your reality, because a lot of things that we see on TV and that we hear on the radio, it's not real.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Shay Roddy with Ladies Under Construction. I'm Faith McKinney. Follow me. I'm here with two of the participants at the Youth Reality Summit for the NAACP. I'm here with Leah and Kayla. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
And the entrepreneur and the health, but the health and the entrepreneur. But entrepreneur, it stuck out to me more, most important, because I really want to be something when I grow up. And I learned that you can do more than one thing. And you can, I wanted to be a doctor and a hairstylist, and I learned that you can do both, because if you're a doctor, you got to learn how to make wigs and stuff like that.
To help people, you're not stuck to just one career. You can combine it, huh? All right, thank you. And what about you, Leah? What type of things sticks out in your mind that you learned that maybe you didn't think about the same way before?
The kind of things that stick to my mind were knowing that I can be successful in life, and that I could start something without having somebody's help, and always start out on my own, knowing I can go to school at the same time and still start to do something what I wanted to be, and still do the same thing as my dream.
That's right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Follow me. I'm here with two more participants of the Youth Reality Summit for the NAACP. I'm here with Janika and Sarah. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Good. Now, I know you got here a little late, but what did you participate in? What did you really enjoy? What stood out for you?
Well, I got here kind of towards the end of when the dances were getting done, but the thing I enjoyed the most was when the poet, I forgot his name, but it was really strong. I enjoyed it. It really stuck out to me as a whole, just because of the fact that as youth, there's so much that we deal with, and that we do need that encouragement daily, so that was good.
It's good. Janika, what about you? I know you were here throughout the entire program. What did you most enjoy?
I enjoyed the entrepreneur part with Miss Faith herself.
Who was the facilitator? I'm sorry.
Miss Faith.
That's right.
She encouraged me to, I had two jobs that I wanted to do, a lawyer and a cosmetologist, but she encouraged me to put them together. I could do both of them at the same time. I was not aware of that at first. So it could be, instead of a side job, it could be just together.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. Follow me. I'm here with Jashana and Janisha, right? And they're two participants in the Youth Reality Summit. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. Now, what did you get out of the summit? I don't know which workshops you participated in, but what stood out for you?
Well, I understood it from two, and that was Miss Faith and Miss Shay. From Miss Faith is don't let nobody ever take you down from your dreams, and keep going for what you want to know. And from Miss Shay is that don't make sure other people, artists, don't make you change yourself. Just become who you want to be.
That's good. And what about you?
I also learned from the reality and from the entrepreneur. Well, from entrepreneur, I learned a lot of interesting things about health that I did not know about, at all. In reality, it's just to continue for me, keeping it real and being myself. Don't let nobody ever tell you nothing different.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Follow me. And I have Ashley and my own son Donovan here. Now, Ashley, what did you learn from the Youth Reality Summit today? What stuck out for you?
I learned to be yourself and don't try to copy other people and do what you love to do. and it will turn out good.
Who was your facilitator? Do you remember?
It was Shay. Miss Shay, yeah. And care about your health and take care of yourself, cause you're
And Donovan, what did you learn? You did the health summit, and you did the reality, right? Okay, what stood out for you?
I like the reality. I liked how she explained to us how to watch what we're looking at and doing, like in music and things that people do. Like watch who our role models are, basically.
Good advice. Thank you so much. Follow me. It's been a wonderful day of empowerment and encouragement for our youth here at the Youth Reality Summit. I'm Faith McKinney with ICIndyMag.com. Follow me.